Now, we have a lot to talk about today, okay? I have been missing for a couple of days. You know, the last time I put up a video, I think it was Monday. I was celebrating my birthday. Thank you to everybody that said happy birthday to me. I appreciate it so much. The break was definitely needed. Now, let's start off with Chris Sales, because a lot of supporters have been hitting me up in the DMs saying that Chris is missing. Now, according to his brother Dwayne and the best friend Jordan, they're saying that Chris got hit by a drunk driver, and ever since then, he's been missing. They're not sure if he's in the hospital or what's going on. And this happened the day before yesterday, and they still haven't updated us to let us know what exactly is going on. So hopefully Chris is okay. I even looked on the girlfriend's page to see if she had any information, and she hasn't been posting as well. So hopefully she's okay as well. I'm not sure. I will definitely keep y'all updated on this whole situation. Now let's talk about Nick and King, because this has been an ongoing conversation. Everybody wants to know what's going on with Nick and King. The tweets that they tweeted out does seem like something is going on behind the scenes, and the fact that they haven't uploaded on their channel in a while does raise some suspicion and does look a little like maybe they're taking a break. Who knows? But Nick did post this on her Instagram yesterday of King and his son dancing. So the co-parenting is working out. Maybe the relationship is a little rocky right now, but the co-parenting is still happening. But I will definitely keep y'all updated on that. Now let's talk about King Sid, Bree, and Diamond, because that's the last video that I put out. I was basically telling y'all that King Sid and his girlfriend Bree got back together, which I already knew this was gonna happen. And then he said he wasn't gonna talk about it on YouTube, and then he posted up a video talking about it, and then he deleted the video. So for those of y'all that didn't catch the video, basically in the video he admitted that he over exaggerated in the IG live when he was saying how somebody sent him a picture of Bree by the poolside with another dude with pink flip-flops on. That wasn't true. They just sent him a picture of her car in the parking lot of the hotel, and then he stated that the hotel clerk allowed him to call up to the hotel room so he can get permission to go upstairs, and another dude quote unquote answered the phone, which that was the part where I wanted him to explain more, and for some reason he just wasn't trying to talk about that. So I'm thinking that he over exaggerated because he was upset and in his feelings. So he basically lied and said something that actually didn't happen. Listen, these two deserve each other. Anyway, let's move on. A lot of y'all have been hitting me up about Diamond and saying that she's pregnant. She is not pregnant. What happens is when you take medicine with steroid in it, it makes you gain weight and it makes you very hungry. I know, because I used to be in the medical field and a lot of patients used to say that, and this is why patients didn't want to be on certain medicines that have steroid in it, because it does make you gain weight. Now let's talk about Domo and Lawrence. Oh my god, these two have been all over each other, and lately they haven't been looking like friends. He coming up behind her, you know, putting his hands around her. Then there was a TikTok where he rubbed on her butt. Allegedly, a lot of people were saying that he rubbed her butt. Listen, Domo is doing a lot, okay? But I'm here for it because I think she deserved to be happy, and Lawrence is a cool dude. I don't know why she won't give this dude a try, but things just gotta gradually happen on their time. We can't force things. But she did clarify on Twitter that they're just friends. It's a mutual agreement between them that they are friends, that they decided to just stay friends and not be more than friends. But you can't post up these kind of videos. You laying down in the bed and he slide up behind you. Like, you can't post these videos and think we not thinking something. I don't know. Y'all leave y'all comments down below. Let me know what y'all thinking. Y'all think eventually they gonna come out and tell us that they gonna be together? I think so, but you know, I'm just gonna hold that tea. But anyway, let's talk about some other stuff. Now, y'all remember Ty did this whole birthday shoot last year where she killed it, okay? I loved her pictures. I love the concept. And obviously other people liked it as well, because people like Dymondsflawless and DEARRA kind of copied her concept. Now, Diamond absolutely copied, but DEARRA tried to like put a little twist on it, but you can see it was pretty much the same concept. But I like all of their pictures. I think they all did a phenomenal job. But Ty's sister Daisha actually did come out. She said, definitely inspired this look. I love it. Ty actually said something too. She said, glad to be an inspiration. At that particular time, she really didn't address it, but she decided to address it this time before her new pictures for her birthday came out.
And you want to know something? I really don't mind taking my stuff and redoing my concepts, but show love when you do it. Like, don't look at it and save it and then send it to your stylist and be like, let's do this, and post it and act as if you created it, it was your idea, and you ain't have no type of influence. Because best believe, if I take something or I redo something that I seen, I'ma like the person picture that I took it off of and comment and be like, you did your thing. Like, that's fine as hell. And if I remake the picture, I'ma send it to them. I'ma DM them and be like, that shit was fine as fuck. I redid your concept, period. Like, but don't take my shit and then do a lower quality of it and act like you did it and you ain't have no influence. I don't f- shit like that. Cause it takes time to create. It takes time to be creative. It takes time to formulate and plan out stuff. So when y'all see the stuff that I do and I post, these things be thought about weeks in advance or months in advance. Y'all just be just now seeing it, but we be been planned it, been talking about it. This photo shoot was planned a whole year in advance. I was thinking about it, plotting, figuring out what I wanted to do, how I wanted to give a different feel, a different look, but still give sexy, but still show boss, because I'm a boss now. I'm not just a influencer or a rapper, or I'm a real boss now. So I had to figure out how to put all of that in one picture. And I did.
Anyway, last week I told y'all about Nicki Minaj, his stylist, and how he was in his feelings about Nicki going to Jonathan. Now, if you haven't caught that story, make sure you check out that link. But I explained the whole full story, as well as Nicki did go live and tell her side to the story, as well as he had several posts explaining how he had to take out his wisdom tooth and how he couldn't reschedule his appointment, which is okay. But that doesn't mean the employer has to suffer because the employee is not able to come in and do their job. And that's why Jonathan stepped in temporarily, not permanent. This is why I don't understand why Tay messed up his bag for a temporary job. According to him, he felt betrayed and how she was being dirty by going to him because supposedly he'd been talking behind his back. Sis, this is business. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for this little kitty catty. Bro, I got a job to do, and that's on period. But Tay decided to be further petty by reenacting the whole Nicki and Jonathan video. Now I'm gonna play Nicki and Jonathan video, and then I'm gonna play Tay's video, and tell me if he's being petty or not.
Strawberry her.
Strawberry shortcake here, Chinese bangs with my two braids. Hey.
Hey. What do you have going on? What is this?
This is my
Where did you get this bang from?
Chinese bang with my two braids. Hey. With the wing.
Now, Tay responded after the barbs came for him because I knew the barbs were coming. You unfollowed Nicki. Y'all not cool no more. Is no reason why you should reenact anything that has to do with Nicki Minaj anymore. You have no association with her after that little petty thing you did last week. Now you're still being petty. So he responded to the barbs. He said, yo, these people are so mad and pressed. Like, why people can't have fun? What's the difference between Lala and K-Sway making videos? Y'all think everybody always being shady. Like, what's to y'all? Weird A people. Sis, it's just some people you can't play with. Especially somebody that you ain't even talking to.
I'm not no internet person. Never been. I'm gonna come straight direct to Tay. I don't play. Don't nobody play with me.
Y'all, I've never in my motherfucking life seen a bunch of people so fucking angry for what?
A bang.
Why can't people just be happy and have fun? Like, what's the...
Now let's talk about this last and final mess it down dirty story. Jada, Little Baby, and Little Baby's baby mama Aisha. This has to be like what, round 200? Jada and the baby mama have been back and forth for years now. I think Jada's been with Little Baby for like what, four years now? Well, for the whole 4 years, this baby mama has been stressing her out. And I kind of do blame Little Baby because at the beginning of the relationship, he kept going back and forth between the two and confusing the hell out of the baby mother. And for some reason, the baby mother feels like she's entitled to the same thing that Jada gets. Even to this day, 4 years later. Long story short, Jada woke up to a Birkin bag, as well as rapper Lil Baby bought a Rolex for both his sons, which this is his baby mother's son as well. Well, she took to social media with a whole bunch of receipts saying how Little Baby didn't pay for her son's schooling as of yet. And supposedly there's an outstanding balance where Little Baby is supposed to pay a certain amount so he can attend school next year. Well, he really wasn't trying to explain his business to the world, but the fact that she kept going and dropping these receipts, it was like sort of like he had to put her in her place. He said, crazy the ish people do for attention, even crazier the ish people post. Like, I take great care of both my kids. PS school don't open till August 19th, and I'm not sending my son to no damn school, which I agree. I don't think any child should be going to school, especially not no 4-year-old right now, because they don't know the importance of coronavirus. Let me get back to the story. I actually paid for him and house tutor once they figured dates. According to Corona, they will start coming out. The question is, have you taught your son anything over the period of time he hasn't been in school? But please excuse my child's mother, she's delusional. She said, I can show y'all who's the delusional one is, and I got all the receipts. Little baby, you know I'm not the ish to play with. She started releasing receipts showing that the school was almost $10,000 and that he hasn't paid it yet, which he said that he's not sending his son to school, which I agree 100%. But then Jada, which is little baby's girlfriend, she took to Twitter and she said, boss up, which I already know people are gonna say this has nothing to do with you, Jada, but I do agree with Jada though. Jada does YouTube, she has her own business, she still do bookings, you know, she still has things going on for herself, even though she's with rapper the little baby. I get where she's coming from. Like, if you don't like something that somebody else is doing, especially your child's father, when it comes to your child, sis, boss up, get your own check, and then you ain't gotta ask nobody for nothing. And if you want your child to go to school, guess what? He going to school because what? You paying for it, period. So the baby mother clapped back at Jada. She said, Jada, your boss up came from a Walgreens lawsuit from a pharmacist exposing your records. That's nasty. Now sit down because I thought we was cool, sis. Don't make me spread you. You probably don't know what she's talking about. Let me explain, because the baby mama is the cause of this lawsuit. 3 years ago, there was a young lady that worked at the Walgreens pharmacy, and according to the young lady, she said that Jada came in there a year prior and got medication, and the medication was to treat herpes. And she sent little baby the screenshot. Now, if anybody know anything about HIPAA law, you're not allowed under any circumstances to share a patient's records at all. You could be sued, the company could be sued, and that's what Jada is doing right now. Now, little baby, of course, got irritated, and he went off. He was like, yo, the last time you texted me was back in March. You never even talked about his school. If anything, you've been asking me about a car. You've been asking me to pay your sister's rent. You ain't complaining about the child support I'm giving you. But now, all of a sudden, you see a Birkin bag that I bought my girlfriend. Now, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, you're not paying for his schooling, which he already stated that he's not going to school, which I agree with. Now, here's what Jada had to say about the records. She basically showed proof of her testing that she does not have herpes.
When that shit happened and it came about on the internet that I had that, instantly I went and got tested. You can't just they don't just test you for herpes. You have to walk in and say, I want to get tested. My doctor's like, why? You never, like, what's wrong with you? Like, why do you want to get tested? I had to sue my doctor's office too, because everybody just was in the wrong. Once I got tested, hold on, wait, I'm about to show y'all, because I just went on LabCorp and pulled up my results. But like, I don't want y'all to think I had herpes. Like, non-reactive, HSV, negative. Like, don't play with me.
Now, I know I said that story was the last story, but I just want to bring up this story real quick because this is super sad, and somebody sent this to me at the last minute. So JCOOK used to be a LA YouTuber where he used to collab with a lot of people in LA, but he ended up finding out that a girl that he was messing with from his hometown ended up pregnant. So he ended up moving out of LA, breaking up with his girlfriend, and moving back home to be closer to his daughter that was on the way. So he went through 9 months of pregnancy, and the baby is about 6 months, if I'm not mistaken, 5 or 6 months I think the baby is now. He just recently found out that he is not the father of the child. Now, he picked up his whole entire life and moved just to find out that the baby is not his. Now, the messy part about this whole situation is that the mother knew all along that it was a possibility that he could not be the father. Later on, she told him that she was messing with him and her ex-boyfriend, which, sis, that should have been a conversation right off the bat when you told me you was pregnant, so I knew how to handle this accordingly. But for some reason, she already knew that the other baby father was not going to be in the baby's life, so she automatically counted him out. But the reason why JCOOK ended up taking a pregnancy test 6 months after the baby was born was because the ex-boyfriend's friend inboxed him with a picture of the ex-boyfriend and the picture of the baby right next to each other side by side, and it did make him curious, like, wait, hold on, this baby looked just like him and not like me. So he ended up taking a secret DNA test to find out if this was really his daughter, which he just recently found out that this is not his baby, which is sad because he got this little girl tatted on the side of his face. He already created a connection with this little girl, so he's thinking that this is really his daughter, and to come to find out this is not even his child. This is sad. But here's what he had to say. Leave your comments down below, let me know what you're thinking on this whole situation. Until next time, peace.
Like the same way a dude fears getting put on child support is the same way I feel that she feared me getting a DNA test and finding out that I wasn't the dad. I feel like she literally, like I said, y'all, she psychologically psyched herself out and wanted to believe that I was a dad for whichever case it was. I'm not gonna say that none of this was because of money, none of it was because of clout, none of that, because I really don't think it was that. I think it was just the fact that she felt like when it came down to who's gonna be a better father figure for this little girl, she just wanted to believe that I was gonna be. A lot of people been asking me like, what are you gonna do? You gonna still be in her life? As much as this hurts me, for me to try to just still be in her life is gonna hurt me even more. And it's like, I can't take care of another dude's kid that's not even mine.